Will now be recorded.
Okay, in the last session, we were talking about certain basic fundamentals with respect to business process understanding, how the basic business transactions will happen in any organization, and how accounting happens, how do we figure out profit loss. Now, today, what we'll try to understand is with respect to SAP FICO, what is actually there in it. If you look at SAP FI is all about what? Financial accounting. When we talk about FI, we are purely referring to financial accounting. As everybody is aware, in financial accounting, it is all about something called as general ledger, which basically we call it as a GL, and then you call it as accounts payable, which we call it as what? AP. Then we call it as accounts receivable, which we call it as AR. Then you call fixed assets, you call it as AA, and then you call cash, bank, taxation. These are basically from accounting perspective. Anything else is there from accounting? Or these are only these are?
For finance, and other parties are controlling like management. So I think
Only
for
on
finance it's all.
finance point. Yeah. Finance, more or less, this is all right. Not from SAP perspective, but in a generic accounting point of view, we are referring to GL, AP, AR, asset, cash, bank, and then taxes. Even in SAP, you will find the same thing. Even in SAP, you will find the same thing. Similarly, when you come to controlling, there are different points. Controlling, we will talk a little later on. Now, looking at this, is this GL, AP, AR, asset, cash, bank taxation? Are these mandatory for everyone to run their day-to-day business transactions or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, these are all mandatory for anybody to run their day-to-day business transactions or to record their business operation. Now, why we need to do it? At the end of the day, you need to ensure, you need to find out whether you are making a profit or loss. In order to find out whether we are making a profit or loss, financial accounting reporting is required. To do the reporting, you need to follow certain basic fundamentals of accounting, logics, rules, regulations, guidelines of accounting. Considering all this, we have to strictly stick to these fundamental guidelines provided by the accounting standard or respective accounting principle. Now, this everybody I hope would have got at least a basic idea understanding, right? Not referring to SAP, only these points. Yes, no, GL, AP, AR, and all.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Something or the other thing, we have a basic information. It is not like I do not know. I'm hearing GL for the first time. I'm hearing AP for the first time, AR for the first time. Anybody like that here? Which you're listening for the first time, any of this terminology?
Not me.
Or somewhere or the other, you are familiar with it. I hope you're all familiar to it, right? At least 1% of it,
Yes.
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
We are all
Yes, sir. Yes.
familiar with it, which is what we want. Now, what I'll do, now I will go to SAP. If I log into SAP system, if I log into SAP system, here what I'll do, I will go to accounting. In this accounting, let us verify whether whatever we listed, are these appearing in SAP or not? Financial accounting. Do you find the general ledger here and here?
Yes, sir.
General ledger is here.
Yes, sir.
Accounts payable is here. Accounts receivable is here. Fixed asset is here. Cash and bank is here. Bank contains both cash plus bank here, right? And then you will also get taxation with respect to AP and then AR. You'll find taxes here. Meaning whatever we know in a generic accounting, whatever you see in SAP, are they same or are they different?
Same.
They are same only. There is no difference. It is exactly same. But when you go to market, especially when you go to market currently, you are familiar or you will hear people talking about different SAP FICO. Though it is SAP FICO, people talk about SAP FICO, but within SAP FICO, they specifically talk about ECC. What are the other terminology apart from ECC?
S for HANA.
You will find S4 HANA, right? Within S4 HANA, you have different categorization. You will hear S4 HANA. On-premise, you will find S4 HANA. Private cloud, you will find S4 HANA. Public cloud. Anybody heard this before?
Only
Yes.
on premises hard.
Right? So when you're learning SAP FICO or when you're thinking or planning to learn SAP FICO, it is mandatory now to know about all these four differentiation or all these four categories of SAP FICO. It is a must now because tomorrow after completing your SAP FICO training, learning, when you go to the market, if somebody is asking, have you worked on public cloud or can you work on public cloud? All of a sudden you may be hearing surprised, what do you mean by public cloud? Yes, no?
Yes.
Right? So which should not be the case. If you compare to a person who is working on SAP FICO, you should be having more knowledge, more awareness about SAP FICO. Agree with me or not?
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes.
If you compare to a person who is working on SAP FICO, you should be having more awareness, more understanding, more knowledge because you are dedicatedly sitting only for learning. They're working, so they may not be getting that much time, chance to learn, explore on different things. But you being in a situation where you are learning, you may have to or you will have to get different exposure to different new functionalities, currently trending things in the market with respect to SAP FICO. If you leave this and you're sticking to the old traditional SAP FICO, I am sticking to this fundamental point only, this is what I was told, this is what I was taught in my class, is your fault, is your mistake. You need to make sure you are familiar with what is happening in the current market. Point number one. Point number two, when you talk to someone in the market, make sure you sound realistic, you sound practical. For that, no other option. You need to put your effort in such a way that once you are in the market, your target is market. When I say your target is market, when you go to the job market, make sure your skill set, your understanding, your knowledge is giving you the job. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely true.
If that is not
Yes.
happening, your effort is not going to be adding any value to your time and then your money. This is one point. And here there are 2 points which you will again have to understand. If you talk about private cloud, we will call it as Rise with SAP. Anybody heard this name? Rise with SAP?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No.
Yes, sir.
Right? There is something called Rise with SAP. If you see something called public cloud, this is called as
Grow
Grow
with
with
SAP.
SAP. Meaning, with respect to SAP FICO, you must be familiar to this terminology as well. Clear now, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right? You must be familiar to all this. SAP FICO ECC, SAP FICO S4 HANA on-premise, SAP FICO S4 HANA private cloud or Rise with SAP, SAP FICO S4 HANA public cloud or Grow with SAP. You must be familiar. And here, no excuses, no exceptions are allowed. You cannot say, I don't know this. Strictly, nobody will accept it. Without knowing what is public cloud, private cloud, how or why you want me to give the job. On what basis I should give you a job if you do not even know what it is, which are currently trending in the market, right? You need to make sure you are upgrading your skill set, you're upskilling in such a way that you sound up to date when you're in the market. That is what will get you a job tomorrow. Otherwise, you will be outdated. Don't be outdated. Don't learn outdated content. Make sure you are updated, upgrading in such a way that in the market you get good job. Okay, considering all this, now one point that you'll have to understand, current market. If we all look at current market, in the current market, there are SAP FICO jobs. In the current market, there are SAP FICO job. One point here, in the current market SAP FICO job, most of the jobs are related to SAP ECC or SAP S4.
Most of our S4.
Yes, for HANA.
Right? Most of the jobs are S4 HANA jobs, not ECC. Majority of the jobs are related to S4 HANA job, meaning when you talk about S4 HANA, you need to understand both on-premise plus cloud. You need to understand what is on-premise. You also need to understand what is cloud. When you talk about cloud, you need to be very particular, public cloud and then private cloud. First, make sure you are clear with what is there in SAP FICO. Don't blindly inject in your mind that, okay, SAP FICO meaning FI is separate, COS is separate, GL is there, AP is there, this is there, that is there. It is there everywhere. But how you are understanding it, how you are practically relating it with your career opportunity, learning, and all is what makes the difference. Okay, in the current market, all your SAP FICO jobs are on S4 HANA. Am I correct? Majority, all these are on S4 HANA, meaning we need to understand S4 HANA is required, S4 HANA is mandatory for everyone to get a job in the market tomorrow. So by default, where you need to put more focus, is it on ECC or is it on S4 HANA?
S4 HANA.
Just for HANA.
We all need to put more focus on S4 HANA, not an ECC. If you learn S4 HANA, by default, you are covering ECC. If you put your effort on S4 HANA, by default, you are covering ECC because we will understand in such a way wherever there is a difference between SAP ECC and SAP S4 HANA system, we will do two things in two side-by-side screens. ECC, I'll do it on left hand side. S4 HANA, I'll do it on the right hand side on the same screen. So that practically you will understand what is the difference between these two. Even though you don't practice on ECC, but still you will understand what is the difference, how you need to ensure, how you will have to look at the difference, so that if somebody is asking it tomorrow, you will be in a position to explain in a confident manner. Right? Now, after learning SAP FICO, what is your target? Telling your friends proudly that I learned SAP FICO, or your target is to get a job?
It is job.
To get a job.
Right?
Yes, of course.
Everybody's target is to get a job after completing the training, after completing your practice preparation. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, from the beginning onward, even before you take admission, even before you make payment, look at where there are SAP FICO job. For us to get a SAP FICO job, what people are asking. Now, let me open browser. Okay, I will open the browser. In the browser, what I will do, I'll simply put Google. Okay, I'll go to Google. Now in this Google, what I'll do, or I'll simply search. Okay, in this Google, what I'll do, I'm going to search SAP FICO jobs in India. Clear?
Sir.
I am searching for SAP FICO jobs in India. If you are from any other country, you can put SAP FICO job in the respective country. It is going to benefit nothing if you are searching for SAP FICO job in Singapore, right? Will you be benefited if there is any job in Singapore?
No.
No, right? If you are going to look for a job in India, please search for India. If you are going to look for a job in some other country, look at that particular country. Now, look at here, start looking at it. There are different companies where there are SAP FICO job. If you click on it, look at the job description, what they are asking. Look at the qualification. They are purely looking for bachelor's degree in finance, accounting, or related field, meaning they want somebody from a finance or accounting background. Is that the meaning of it? Right? They need somebody from a finance or accounting background, first point. And next one, they want somebody to handle end-to-end SAP FICO process. How?
Independent.
Independently. When they're expecting somebody who can manage, who can work independently on end-to-end SAP FICO process, meaning they don't want somebody who knows on bits and pieces of a FICO, right? They want somebody who is more comfortable, confident, and they can work independently, individually. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, if I go to some other, if I go to SAP FICO, you will see a lot of points in the job description, right? It's a very big job description, and they're specifically looking for what is this?
S4 project manager.
Need a
What
Yes,
are they
sir.
strong
asking for?
At least one project. Yes, sir.
They're
At least one
asking
implementation
S4
project work.
HANA mandatory, meaning they're specifically looking for a candidate who is having experience in S4 HANA, and they're specifically writing it is mandatory, right?
Yes.
And they are writing S4 HANA FICO skills, not SAP FICO, correct or not?
Yes. Yes.
Now there is a big list that they want you to be aware. GL, accounts payable, fixed asset, taxation, all this kind of a thing. Now, if you go to another company, let's say PwC, now what they're asking, deep knowledge on SAP FICO modules, not just knowledge they want, they are specifically looking for deep knowledge, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If you go to another company, all these are top companies. Now they want what? S4 HANA. Yes, no?
Yes.
Meaning, when you look at all this kind of a thing, is it giving you a clarity that okay, people are looking for S4 HANA expertise, S4 HANA skill set,
Yes. True.
correct?
Right.
Now, accordingly, we need to make sure you are understanding the subject. Look at the current market. When we say look at the current market, according to the current market, whatever is happening, according to that, you try to understand. experience minimum 5 to 6 years, ECC or S4 HANA environment. Now these are okay with both. Either you have ECC or S4, they're comfortable with both. But preferably everybody wants somebody with S4 HANA, right? Latest experience, right?
Yes.
If we go to this, here what you have. Now again they're asking in-depth knowledge of SAP FICO. I'm just highlighting certain keywords with which you will realize what people are looking for. Yes or no?
Yes.
If you go to some other thing, they're again highlighting S4 HANA. Now, if you look at some other company, now here they are specifically looking for chartered accountant first priority, or then they have given the priority wise CA first preference, then ICWA or MCOM BCom, right? Meaning if you look at different, now I'm not opening everything, but there are so many jobs.
Problem.
Can you find a lot of jobs or not here? When you find so many jobs here, in every job we need to understand what people are looking for. When you know what people are looking for, then you will realize, okay, if I want to go to job, if I wanted to get a job in the market after completing my training, this is what people will put you questions in your interview. That is what they mean, the job description, responsibilities, correct or not?
Yes, correct.
If you look at this, most of these points you will not find in the SAP configurations. Agree? Most of the points from the job description you will not find in the SAP FICO configurations. This is another point. Reason, it's all about the practical understanding, practical experience, right? That they are looking from you.
Yes, Ajay, true. Yes, sir.
Not yet, not just from the system. Okay, whatever is there, if you're able to set up, they are fine with the pressure. In fact, they will train the fresher, they'll get work done from the fresher, but they don't want a pressure. They want somebody who is experienced. They want somebody who will understand, who will act according to the business requirement, according to the business need. For that, you need experience, you need a different level of understanding on the subject, which fresher will not have. Now, if I come back to this again, now you have seen something, SAP FICO jobs. Everywhere, everybody is asking about S4 HANA, point number one. We have also seen some job descriptions, right? What people are looking for. Yes, no. Though we did not go in detail or in depth into it, but what I want from your side is, I want from your side, open SAP FICO jobs, read the job descriptions for at least 5 SAP FICO jobs in 5 different companies. Am I clear?
So, yes, Ajay, clear.
Just Google it, or you go to LinkedIn, you go to Naukri, Monster, Time Shops, whatever. Find out SAP FICO job, look at the job description. When you look at the job description, you will start understanding what people are expecting from a FICO candidate to get a job or to give a job. Now, for you to get a job, you understood I need to join a training. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes, sir.
From your perspective, it is very simple that, okay, I wanted to become a FICO consultant. I wanted to shift or switch my career from XYZ to SAP. So the thought that struck your mind, or you may be suggested by someone, or in any of the ways, You got to know that, okay, let me join SAP FICO training to become a consultant. Okay. From your point, it is okay, but there is other way also to it. The other way is your company. What company is looking from a candidate to offer or to give a FICO consultant job? Now, tomorrow you need to be as per the company's expectation or not.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? Tomorrow when you go to the market, you should be according to company's expectation, meaning you should know what companies are expecting from a candidate to give SAP FICO consultant job. If you know it, you will have clarity, you will have clear understanding that this is what I need to practice. This is what I need to understand. This is what I need to learn during my training. If you do not know this, if you don't put any effort on it, what will happen? Blindly, you will end up learning a configuration. Blindly, you will end up learning a configuration. You will blindly follow what I tell. Whether it is right, wrong, you will not even care. You think that, okay, he is telling me this, meaning I will follow this. If I do this, I'll get the job. Not necessary, I may be right every time, right? Correct or not?
Correct.
I'm nowhere connected to you, right? I'm not your brother, I'm not your friend, I'm not your relative, I'm not your colleague, I'm not your friend. So why will I think about you? I may think that, okay, let me complete the batch, let me close it. Possible or not? You never know what is running in my mind, right? Yes, no.
Yes.
Really.
So you cannot trust. You cannot blindly trust, okay, I paid money, I joined the training, okay, training will complete, training will get completed, I will get a job. It's a big dream. It is possible only in the dream. Before sleeping, you assume that, okay, tonight I am getting a dream wherein I am attending an interview, I am getting a FICO consultant job. Tomorrow morning, you fulfill the dream. That's it. But when you go to the market, you will see the different reality. Am I correct or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, sir.
I have one
Right?
question. Can I ask?
Yes.
So what we are seeing in Google now for job opportunities, every company is asking 3 to 4 years experience, at least 2 years experience. Then what about freshers?
This I'll explain.
Okay.
Towards the end of our demo sessions,
Okay.
I'll allow everybody to ask their questions because it is again personalized, right? Somebody may be experienced, somebody may be fresher. And when you ask this question, so accordingly, I'll respond.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
So that the answer, whatever I'll give, is particularly referring to your skill set, is particularly referring to your criteria, your category. Okay. So we will not talk certain things in a generic way. We will talk in a personalized way, directly in the session. I'll
Okay.
tell you offline. I'll tell you in this session only.
Okay. Sure. Thanks.
Okay, so that it will benefit everyone. Everybody will understand, okay, this is what will happen. Clear, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay,
Understood. Thanks.
right. Now we got to know what and all we need to understand what people will be expecting when you go to the market. Accordingly, we need to put our effort from the beginning. It may be a little here and there. You may be spending a little more time, but that is okay. We are spending more time for your career perspective only, but make sure when you're out in the market, you don't need to look back. When I say you don't need to look back, you need to understand the current market trend, market expectation, market requirement. According to that, you improve your skill set. According to that, when I say you need to improve your skill set, you need to know so many points. Because when we talk about SAP, S4 HANA, all this kind of thing, cloud and all, many things or most of the things are simplified. Simplified, you can simply take an example of a person using a smartphone, correct or not?
Correct.
In earlier days, people they do not know how to make a call. For example, assuming that we have our parents who are not educated, or you have your people who are illiterate. If they will be using a mobile phone, but if they have to call somebody, they do not know where is that contact. They will ask other person, can you please dial Mr. Ajay from this phone, correct or not? Yes, no.
Right, sir.
It is
Yes,
their
correct,
mobile
sir.
phone. Contact is already there, but they cannot call them because they don't know where is that contact. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, agree.
Now the same person will use a smartphone. Agree? This does not mean they went to school, right? Now the same person is using a smartphone or not,
Yes, they are using.
opening YouTube, searching whatever they want or not. Meaning it's all becoming advanced. Meaning it is now becoming more user friendly or not. Simplified or complicated.
Simplified.
Simplified.
It is simplified in such a way that anybody can use it. SAP FICO is also like that only now. It is simplified. When you're talking about S4 HANA, it's all simplified. When we say simplified, easy to do it. You don't need to put any effort. When I say you don't need to put any effort, it is very simple. All you need to know is the technique, is the logic. If you stick to that technique, if you stick to that logic, automatically you will be in a position to work. Don't think in a traditional mindset, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to sit 6 hours, 8 hours a day. Nothing is required. If you put your effort properly, none of this is required. Easily you can learn, easily you can get a job. All depends on how you are learning, how you are preparing, what you are practicing and all. If you bring right content into your mind, for sure you'll get the job right after your course completion. When you go to the market after spending 1 or 2 months for revision preparation, for sure you'll get a job. There is no doubt that you'll not get a job. For sure you'll get a job. But for that, first of all, we need to have that confidence, right? For that, first of all, we need to have the confidence. Confidence comes only when you are clear with the subject, comfortable with the subject. Yes or
Yes.
no? If you don't have the subject, from where confidence will come? From nowhere it will come. The only point is your subject. You need to gain the subject knowledge. You will get subject knowledge only by putting your effort. Everybody will put the effort, but right effort is required, right? Everybody will put the effort, but right effort is required. Right approach is required. Right guidance is required. So everything must be in sync. Only then you will see the result. If anywhere anything is going wrong, you will see negative result at the end of the day. You need to anticipate all these points right from the beginning. Don't blindly join a course and don't end up, regretting or feeling bad later on. I should not have joined SAP FICO. Many people will feel this. There are so many. You check with people. Many will think this, which you should not get into it. When I say you should not get into this, be more practical, be more realistic, do your investigation, whatever you do it even before you joining the training, not after joining. After joining training, what will happen? You would have already paid money. Whatever the effort that you will do, you'll not get your money back. Your money is gone. So what will you do? Nothing. So do whatever you want to do before you take a decision, before you pay. Not only to me, to anyone. Because it's your money, you have to be conscious, you have to be careful. Verify. Do a thorough investigation. Even for you to buy a mobile phone, you will do so many reviews, right? Agree?
Agree, sir.
Yes,
Whether I need to buy Android phone, Apple phone, this brand, that brand, all this kind of thing, you do thorough research. You will go to different stores, you will experience the mobile phone, you will see if there is any offer here, any offer there. Meaning you will check even if there is a 10 rupee discount is there or not, correct or not.
Right, sir.
Now when you are learning something for your career, please be conscious, please be careful. Don't make a blind decision here, because at the end you will not lose anything. All you get is better knowledge, right? You're not losing anything, you will get better knowledge. Okay, I think this is okay, this is not okay, it will suit, it will not suit, you'll get to know. Even before you getting into it, you'll realize. and that will give you a clarity. And then talk to the people. When I say talk to the people, you may be having friends in your circle or in any sources. Those who are working with SAP FICO, those who are learning SAP FICO, you need both. People learning SAP FICO, people who are trying for SAP FICO job by attending interviews, people who are working in SAP FICO as a consultant. Talk to these people, interact with these people before you join the training, not after. After joining the training, you don't need anyone. What will you do after joining training? By talking to them, nothing is required. Before you joining a FICO course, you talk to these people, different people you talk, who are directly involved in SAP FICO, either through training or by attending interviews or by working. Understood?
Yes.
Not with people who are nowhere connected to FICO. Don't even talk to them. They're not the right person to talk or to discuss, to guide. So talk to people who are directly involving in SAP FICO, then understand the different points. Ask what is happening in the current market. Now I am planning to learn SAP FICO. What should I learn? How I should learn? What should be my approach? Where I need to focus? Then accordingly you take a decision. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. This is clear.
Right? Now after this, what you'll get, you have at least a fair idea now. You're no more blank with about SAP FICO. I don't know, but somebody told to join with Ajay. I'm joining Ajay. I don't want like that you to come to me because somebody told you came to me. I don't want that. I want you to come after your research or after your effort. Put your effort and then realize, okay, I think here I'll learn better. Only if you feel, you come to me. If you feel some other place I think I'll get better, you please go there. I'm not asking you to join me directly. I will never tell you that. I'll tell you put your effort. Research, investigate, talk to people, do your kind of work around whatever you'd like to do it. After that, if you still feel okay, I think I need to go with Ajay, please come to Ajay. If you feel I think I need to go to Mr. A B C X Y Z, please go to A B C X Y Z. I have no objection because tomorrow I don't want you to feel guilt. Tomorrow I don't want you to feel regret, feeling that okay, I think I made a mistake joining here. That I don't want anybody to feel tomorrow. For that, I don't want to attract you by telling this will happen, that will happen. For sure, you will understand what will happen tomorrow. Correct or not?
Correct, sir.
You're all here to get a job in SAP FICO. Now there is nothing that okay, you join me, you will get a job. You're all here to get job only, right? What is new in it? I am telling you, if you join me, you will get a job. Knowing that you will get a job, only you are joining. Correct or not? If you know you will not get a job if you join SAP FICO, will anybody join FICO?
No.
Nobody will join SAP FICO if they know that they don't get SAP FICO job if they join the course. Nobody will get it. So for sure, you know that okay, you're expecting a FICO job after completing the training. Then there is no point. Again, I am telling that okay, you join me, I'll make sure that you will get a job. There's no point about talking about a job because it is not at all a point to be discussed. It is a hidden point. You know that yes, you'll get a job after getting a training. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, if you get it trained from me, for sure you'll get a job. I'm confident about it. I'm sure you also should be confident after your effort, after your investigation, after your research. Okay, then what will happen? You will have a clarity in your mind. When I say you will have a clarity in your mind, I don't want you to understand about what is there in SAP FI, GL means this, FI means this, CO means this. This I don't want to talk in my demo sessions. I'll never talk about it. I will never tell you what is the meaning of SAP, what is the full form of SAP. I will never tell you in any of the class. During your full SAP FICO course, I will not even talk about it. Even if you ask me, I will tell Google it. You're not paying money to know SAP full form, right? Agree?
Yes, sir.
You're not here to know the full form from me. You have to do it on your own, even before you do it. When SAP was started, 1970s by 5 ex-employees of IBM, all this, how SAP evolved, you don't need all this kind of thing. Those days are gone. If you want all this kind of thing, please Google it, get it. And you need to get from me the information that you don't get anywhere in the Google. If I'm telling you the same content that is available in Google, then there is no value for your money, right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
If I'm telling you whatever is there or whatever you can get it from Google, then there is no point I'm teaching you something, or there is no point you're learning something which will add value to your learning. It should not be the case. It should be something, whatever you're learning should add value to your profile, should make sure you sound practical, you sound realistic, you sound confident in the market later on. There should be a difference between you and the other person, right, in the market. Agree?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
There should be a difference. Only then you will get selected. Otherwise, why the interviewer will think, why company will think, why should I take you over others? You should create that difference with your understanding, with your skill set, with your way of explaining the subject. And that has to be unique in you. And that is what I'll give it to you. That skill set is what I will impart in your mind. This will make you unique in the market. This will ensure even if you tell that you are a trainee candidate, other person will not believe you. That should be your target. Your target is to ensure even if you tell it tomorrow that I completed my SAP FICO training with your level of understanding and knowledge explanation, they should not believe you that no, for sure you're an experienced candidate. Meaning you will not talk like a trainee candidate, you will talk like an experienced candidate. That kind of transformation is what I want you to get. And that level of sincerity, seriousness, I expect from you. That's what I told yesterday. If you wanted to try, please don't try with me. Try with 500 rupees. Try for free in YouTube, but not by spending money. Don't try it. Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right? Because we need to have clarity. Because I am serious about teaching you and you're serious about learning. So when it comes to my teaching, when it comes to your learning, there is no scope for time pass. Agree? Correct or not?
Correct, sir. It's correct.
So I should not do time pass and you should also not do time pass. We both have to be serious equally. Only then we'll see the result. Else there will be no result. So we need to ensure we both are serious about subject. We both are focused towards your career, not my career. Because whether it is my effort or it is your effort, for who to get job? For me to get job or for you to get job?
It's me to get job.
For us.
Right? For all of you to get job, right? My effort or your effort? Right or wrong?
Right. Sir,
Right,
sorry
sir.
for the
Right.
disturbance. Sir, your laptop don't have charge, I think.
All right. Yeah.
Sir, your screen is not.
No, I'm not typing anything on the screen.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. So these points, what we need to do, once we put a little effort on this point. Now there are some points that we discussed which you may be not aware, agree, which you would not have thought before. Yes, no,
Yes.
right? So when you're attending a demo, please don't think that we will be talking about what is there in SAP and all. It's about your career. That's why I don't call it as demo, I call it as overview. You'll get a thorough overview about what is what, with which it is easy for you to take a decision either to move forward or to drop out. Either ways, I'm comfortable. Whether you move forward with me or you drop, I'm happy or I'm comfortable with both because I'm not trying to attract anyone here. So this is the current job market. It's all about SAP S/4HANA. After this, what you need to understand, you need to look at interview process. Now, for you to get a job, you need to attend interview or not?
Yes.
Yes.
You need to attend interview. Now, for you to attend interview, all you need to do is create a profile, upload maybe Naukri Monster, LinkedIn, wherever it is, in any job portal. You will get HR call, meaning you will get a call from HR asking what is your notice period, are you available, are you currently looking out for a job change and all this. Everybody is aware, right? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We have
People will ask these questions, and if they find okay, you are suitable, they will schedule your interview. If they find okay, you're meeting my requirement, they will schedule the interview. That is where you will get technical round. That's where you'll get a technical round. And in the technical round, it is all about SAP FICO questions. It's all about completely technical, meaning all questions related to SAP FICO from GL, AP, AR. There is a list of topics in FICO. From these topics, they will ask. Now, all these questions, more than 70 to 80% are fixed standard in every company for every FICO job. Question paper is already leaked. Am I correct? When you go to SAP FICO interview, 70 to 80% in every company, they will ask the same topic. Am I correct or not? Anybody heard this?
Yes, sir.
70 to
Yes, sir.
80% in every company all over world. You go to any country, any company, 70 to 80% everybody will ask the same topic. If you're able to talk on those topics confidently, you will get the job. Even though question paper is leaked, why still people are not getting a job? Another question mark? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Question paper is already leaked. Then why people are getting a job?
Because
Meaning
they didn't
something
put
is
enough effort
right.
to learn
Though
and yeah.
right. Though question paper is leaked, though we know what topics will be questioned in the interview, still we are not getting a job, meaning we don't understand the subject properly. And when you talk, you don't convince the interviewer with your answer, right?
Right, sir.
You need to convince with your answer, you need to convince with your explanation, you need to give different example, you need to convey it in a different way, which people will lack. That is where you'll have to bring the difference. That is what you'll understand here. If you're an experienced candidate in a project, what will happen, how you will do like a consultant, everything I will make you understand, practice exactly like a consultant. Tomorrow, when you go check with anyone, that's where I told, please talk to people who are learning SAP FICO, who are attending SAP FICO interviews, who are working as SAP FICO consultant. Initially, for you to get an idea, later on, if you join with me, for you to verify what you're learning with me is right or wrong. If you feel after joining my course or after attending my sessions, if you feel somebody is telling no, this is not correct, this is not what we do in a project, no, the consultant will not do it, you are learning something wrong, you are free to ask me, or you're allowed to question me directly in the live recorded session, that you are telling me this, I understood from my friend who is working as a consultant that this is something which we don't do it. I'll give you that freedom to ask me in a live recorded session. Understood? You can question me in the live recorded session. You're telling me this, I understood that this is not correct. You can put a question directly on my face in the live recorded session. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Whatever I make you understand, whatever I'll explain you, I'll tell you the reason behind every point. I'll give you justification for everything so that tomorrow when you talk to somebody, you will be in a position to justify why you're telling it, what you're doing it, why you did it. Okay. So in the technical round, people will easily get to know whether you have experience or not, whether you know the subject or not. The way you talk, one can easily find out. It is as simple as like if I'm singing a song, is it easy for you to find out whether I'm a singer or not?
Yes, sir. We can.
Yes.
I will read out the same tune is the same, no spelling mistake. But the way I am singing will give you a clarity he is not a singer. Correct or not?
Right.
Yes.
I may not be a professional playback singer, but I may be a bathroom singer, but still you can find out, right? Whether I know singing or I do not know singing. Yes, no. Just for you to connect with what I'm trying to explain here. Agree with me?
Agree, sir.
Same thing will happen when you go to the market. When you're explaining, don't think my answer is correct, but the way you're answering is not correct. Song is correct, but the way you're singing is not correct. There is something called different things behind the singing. Yes, no.
Yes.
That's how people will understand. But those who do not know the subject, they feel that song is very good. But you're not supposed to look at the song. Everybody will sing the same song. If I'm singing a song, I have no right to change the lyrics, correct or not? Now here point is whether I'm, using the same lyric or not. The point here is how I am singing that lyric, right? How I am bringing that tune or how I am making the other person listen to it. That's where your singing skill comes. That's how you're judged. Similarly, when you give any FICO interview, don't blindly look at, okay, this is the question, I told this answer only. Why they're rejecting me? There are so many points behind it. In the background, there are so many points which nobody will tell you. Unless somebody tells you will not know, right? Why you're making a mistake, where you're going wrong. That is what will happen in a technical round. They will check how strong you're technically on the subject. If you clear the technical round, then you will have managerial round. When it comes to managerial round, it's all about high level discussion on your understanding on your experience on the FICO. Here people will speak to you, what's your experience, what project you did. Okay, if this is the situation, how will you handle? They try to see what is your mindset, what is your thought process on SAP FICO, whether you will fit in their project in their organization or not. They will take strategical decision whether they can sell you to the client or not, whether you have that potential which they can sell to their client or not, or whether you are capable enough to work independently in a project or not. They will see. If they find okay, then they'll take you in the project. If not, they'll not. Simple. Once everything is done, then you will have again HR round. HR round is all about your salary, notice period, joining date, designation, right?
Yes.
Yes.
After this, what you will do, you will join the company. You will receive the offer letter, you will join the company. Why you need to know the interview process? If you do not know the interview process, you will blindly prepare for SAP FICO, correct or not? If you know the process at the beginning, you know, okay, this is how I will enter the market. Once I'm in the market, this is what is going to happen. I'll have to attend these many rounds, these many procedures will have to be undergone by me. Accordingly, you will have your own approach, you'll have your own strategy, you'll have your own plan. Else, what will happen? You will realize all these points after completing the course. You will realize after completing the course, after attending one or two interviews. At that time, there is a huge loss or not for you, correct or not? You would have lost a lot of time, effort, and then there after you realizing it, it is very, very difficult for you to come back because you will see there is a lot. Again, I have spent this much time. Again, I cannot spend, my understanding is not correct, I don't have the proper recording, I don't have the proper understanding. It's like I am restarting again, which I don't have time now, let me leave it. That is how people will quit, people will drop out from SAP FICO. which should not be the case with you. If you're deciding to do it without any fail. Meaning, get into SAP FICO only if you're serious about it. If you're just trying to let me try my luck, please don't try your luck. If you're thinking that let me give a try, let me try my luck, for sure this is not happening. This will not happen. If you're sure, if you're strong, if you're passionate about it, get into it. Otherwise, simply you can drop out. Nothing wrong in it. It is better. It will save your time. It will save your money. Instead, you can invest this money somewhere else, or you can learn something else where you see that I think it will better suit you. This is your interview process. Clear? Yes, no?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
After this, you need to understand your working. When you say you're working, you need to understand as a consultant, what will you do? What will you work? You will be working on projects, right? When you talk about working, it's all about project. When we say project, I hope most of you would have heard from people stating that I'm in this project, I'm in that project. No project, currently I'm on bench. Yes, no,
Yes, sir. Yes.
right? So when you're talking about SAP FICO, it is all about project. We need to understand what projects are there in SAP FICO. You will have something like implementation project, you will get rollout project, you will get support project, you will get migration project. Okay, as a FICO consultant, if you know these kind of a project, it is sufficient. Though there are different other project, at this moment it is not relevant to us. Okay, at this moment it is not relevant to us. If you stick to these projects, these are sufficient. Now you need to know what are this project, what will happen in this project. As a FICO consultant, what will I do in this project? Every point is important. Meaning you need to understand, okay, if I become a FICO consultant, tomorrow I may be working in implementation project. What is implementation project? What will happen here? What I'll do here? Similarly, I may be working in rollout project. What is rollout project? What will happen here? What will I do here? Similarly, if I do a support project, what is a support? What will happen in support? What will I do in a support? If you talk about migration, what is migration? What will happen in migration? What will I do as a consultant in migration? If you do not know about it, will you be suffering or will you not be suffering if you do not know this in the market?
Yes, we will suffer on.
Right? For sure, you will suffer, which you have to eliminate. When we say you need to eliminate, you need to put your effort in such a way you will understand what is going to happen. Accordingly, you need to understand. Now, if I say that in SAP, this is there, that is there, this is the config and all, none of the point which we're discussing now are related to system configurations. All over and above your configuration, which must be known to you. When I say all these are must be known to you, without which it is impossible for you to get a job. Whatever we're discussing now, though these are a little boring, though these are a little out of the box, but without this point, without this understanding, it is for sure not possible for you to get a job without this understanding, without keeping this point in your mind. Clear, right? Because we're not going to do a trial and error. When you're getting into it, for sure you'll have to hit the job as a FICO consultant. Okay, this is about your working. And then you have something specifically called as your approach. What should be your approach to get a consulting job? This is a big question mark, right?
Yes.
When I say approach, what is your approach? Is it like you attend class every day, you practice every day, and then after 90 days, after 120 days, you will become a job?
No.
Like a transformation? Nothing like that will happen. Your journey will not be smooth. It is difficult. It has got a lot of difficulties in it. Certain things will be easy to understand, certain things will not be easy to understand. Reason? You're all working professionals, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
We're all working professionals. Everybody has got the current commitments, correct or not? Maybe your current job, work at home, or any other responsibilities. Nobody is like a student, like, okay, I am currently like a free bird. Learning SAP FICO is only my job now. Anybody like that?
No.
No.
No, sir.
You may be having your current job, you may be having different other household works or your personal or professional commitments. Considering all this, can you really give dedicated time to SAP FICO on a daily basis? Practically, no, right?
No, sir.
You're right.
Practically, it is not possible. Point number one. Point number two, though you attend the class, practice is also important.
Yes.
Even though you attend the class regularly without failing, but practicing is also important. If you don't practice, you don't get hands-on experience. Now, we are not so smart, we are not so expert in such a way that if I learn one time or if I listen one time, I will become expert. I don't need second time. Is anybody like that?
No.
For sure, you need multiple attempts, right? To understand it, to feel comfortable, and then to feel confident. So multiple sittings are required, multiple attempts of your practice is required, meaning you'll have to spend sufficient time. So daily may not be possible for you. Maybe you'll have to sit on weekend practice. Then you see, a lot of things are getting accumulated. You will see that I have a lot of things to practice. Backlog is increasing. Now it's a common problem. Unless you have a proper approach, unless you have a proper guidance process designed, you'll not be in a position to handle it. You will say that no, I think it's out of my hand now. I don't think I can continue this. You will drop out in middle only. This is also possible. Meaning, don't just think that okay, after learning SAP FICO, I will become a FICO consultant. I will get this much job, that much job. It is not so simple. Nobody will give you good salaries just like that, right? Agree?
Yes.
Agree.
Just like that, nobody will give you high salaries, all this kind of thing. They expect the similar skill set, they expect a similar smartness from you. Make sure you are smart, and then you prove your smartness, improve that smartness. That's where you will see the difference. Otherwise, your effort will be wasted. Okay, meaning you need to have a proper learning approach, considering your current commitments, personal, professional, all this kind of a thing. And then we also need to consider our mindset. Though you take time, your mind should be pleasant, right? To accept what you're reading. Remember, agree or not?
Agree, sir.
Sometimes you sit, you read, you practice, but nothing will get into the mind. Possible or not?
Yes.
Yes, agree.
So
We are
you'll
not
have to
willfully
consider
active.
all this point. Yeah, you'll have to consider every point because it is something related to our career. So don't take it casually, take it seriously. No more casualties here. Strictly you'll have to consider, take it seriously. Casualty in the sense, okay, let me give a try. I think I can manage. It's not going to be so easy. If it is going to be so easy, as I said, everybody is a FICO consultant in the market. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
If it is
Too
so
many.
easy, everyone is a FICO consultant, but which is not the case. Meaning somewhere some mystery is there, some secret is there. That mystery, that secret, or that problem, you should not face it. If you go properly, you will not find any difficulty anywhere. Smoothly, you will learn SAP FICO without any difficulty. You'll understand, you'll gain comfortable confidence on the subject, and you'll get a job. Nowhere you will realize it is difficult. It is that easy if you go with the right approach. Else, no matter you sit 24 by 7, sacrifice your night outs and all, still no result. Okay, you need to have a proper approach. Only then it is possible. Meaning, whatever we discussed today, nothing is related to directly FICO. Yes or no? On the system. Yesterday we talked something about accounting and all. Now, did we talk anything about accounting and all? No, right?
No.
Everything is out of the box. Most of you would have felt bored. Most of you would have thought, why we are talking about this when we are here to learn SAP FICO. But if you do not know these points, you will not get SAP FICO job. This is a bitter truth. Whether you accept, you don't accept, it is the ground reality. Am I clear?
Yes, yes.
Right? So when you know all these points, then it is easy for us to think or be more focused. If I tell all this at the end, we may be thinking, Array, if you would have told me this before, I would have been more conscious, more attentive in the class. Correct or not? Or if I know it is like this, I would not have, wasted my time. I would not have joined. Fine, very good. Now within a day or two, you understood what it is going to be, right? How it is going to be, correct or not? At least at a base level. Those who are not serious, those who are, trying to give a try, will easily drop out. That I know. I know that those who are not serious about learning FICO, or those who are not serious about making a career in SAP FICO, for sure after these two sessions, they'll drop out. Now, who will be left? The people who will be left are the people who are seriously interested in SAP FICO. Correct or not? Right? Now, I need only those people. I need only those people who are serious, who really want to learn SAP FICO, who really wanted to make career in SAP FICO. Because I am teaching to ensure you will get benefited in your career, or you will improve your career. You'll get a good career. So for me to do it, I want people who are serious about career, not to do a time pass. For time pass, I'm not the right person. So I'm not here to, make money from this training and all. That is not my motto. That is not my objective. So I'm not teaching or training for the commercial purpose. I'm teaching or training for some other purpose, meaning which gives me happiness. With my knowledge, if I see that okay, you're gaining knowledge, you're building your career, it makes me feel more comfortable than what you're giving me. So instead of taking this in a positive way, if somebody is give me a try, all this kind of thing, it doesn't work out. When we know it doesn't work out, it is better we don't take it forward. Correct or not?
Yes.
Right? Because I'm serious about sharing my knowledge. I'm serious about guiding you in your career to build right career, to get into SAP, to get a job, to do it whatever required, how you need to transform, what you need to know, how you need to manage. I'll share everything. I openly tell, go verify with anyone in this SAP FICO consulting. And if you tell somebody this is wrong, I openly told, question me in the live recorded session, I'll answer you. You don't need to ask me offline. Ask me any such question directly in the live recorded session in front of every student. Cross question me. I'm so open, and I'll talk very practical. If something is wrong, if I do not know, I accept that I do not know. No rule that I should know everything, right? Correct or not?
Exactly.
I may also be knowing something new with your doubt from your question. Yes, I get an opportunity to learn from you as well. But I don't tell, okay, you do that. I'll not tell you. If I do not know, I'll accept that I do not know, but I'll make sure whatever is your question, I'll tell you what it is the next day. I'll make sure you put any question, though I do not know, I'll let you know what it is by tomorrow. I'll openly tell you I do not know, I'll tell you tomorrow. Nothing wrong in it. I'll openly tell you I do not know. That doesn't mean that, okay, I'm hiding something. I'm transparent, I'm open. Because whatever is, I have to tell you openly. That's where you feel confident, right? Then you can ask me that how you got to know this information. Then I'll tell you how I figured it out. That will give you another way of learning. Okay, if I do not know something, this is how I need to find out. Yes or no? Either ways, it's a learning for you. Directly or indirectly, you'll have something which is teaching you, okay, this is how I need to understand something. Clear, everyone?
Sir,
Yes.
I have a doubt, sir.
Yes.
So, if there is a career break, will the companies consider those candidates, even if I go with some fake experience, saying I have 1 year career break after working in SAP? So, will the
Consider.
companies considering
Companies
those
will
candidates?
consider. Yes. See, if your reason is genuine, everybody will consider. When we say that reason is genuine, you need to have a supporting for it. Okay. And for ladies, it is easy for you to, say that. You can say that you are on a sabbatical leave, some medical leave, all this kind of thing. You can do it. This I'll answer, as I said in the Q&A session. I'll answer every question directly in the session itself, which we will not record it. Because there, what will happen? All these questions are personalized questions, right? You're getting my point, right? All these are
Yeah.
personalized questions, which may be confidential, sensitive, doesn't look good if we discuss in a recorded session, and then if I put it in the YouTube, it doesn't look good. It's kind of, I'm not respecting your privacy, right? That's where I'll answer all your questions in a session where I don't record it, so that you can openly ask your question. Anything related to your career, whatever subject related, you can put in a recorded session. Anything related to your career breaks, all this kind of a thing, you can put question in a non-recorded session. Easy for you to answer without any fear, right? Agree?
Yes.
Because if you ask some question, before I answer, I need further details about you, correct or not? Your experience,
Yeah.
qualification, and all. I cannot generically give the answer, right? I have to answer in such a way that you feel confident, you feel convinced. Whether it is possible, not possible, what will happen, I'll tell you openly. Okay, these sessions we will have towards end of our demo sessions. Probably the next week we will have these sessions. I'll close the demo sessions only after answering each and everyone's question, doubt, clarification. Understood, right?
Ajay sir, I have a question pertaining to approach. So I really like the way you mentioned that point, the approach. So as per your experience, as per your knowledge, these many batches you have handled, right? So you might have seen a lot of people following different approaches. What will you suggest us? Like, what will be the best approach for continuing in the SAP, like learning the SAP and getting into the market?
It's a single approach. The approach should be like you need to learn, see the system the way a FICO consultant sees from the beginning. There is no other approach. It's a single approach. That's why I specifically put a question mark there. Because today you're learning SAP FICO to become a FICO consultant tomorrow. Am I right?
Yes.
And tomorrow, after you become a FICO consultant, whatever you do it, whatever the way you work it, you practice in the same way from today onward. That should be your approach. It's a single approach, but people will fail because they deviate from the approach. There is only one way. There is only single route to reach a destination. People will try to find different shortcuts. Though they travel a little, but they end up landing at a different destination, different place. Correct or not?
Yep.
That's where people will go wrong. That's a single approach. Tomorrow you wanted to become a consultant, and once you become a consultant, the way you work, the way you configure, the way you look at the system, the way you get the requirement, do it exactly the same way right from the beginning. Every session of ours will be like that only. Without
Okay.
scenario, without example, without the practical approach, I don't tell anything directly on the config. Nothing will be shown like that. And everything exactly the way you get it in a project. That's where I told, have people learning FICO, attending interviews in FICO, working as a consultant in FICO, so that you understand, right, whether your approach is right or wrong, whether you are on track or not. Else, what will happen after completing the course, after attending one or two interviews, we will realize I made a mistake. Agree with me?
Yes.
Which I don't want. If you are making a mistake, please make mistakes when I am with you, so that it is easy for me to rectify your mistakes, right? Guide you in a right direction. If you make a mistake when you leave me, then it's of no use, right? You got my point?
Yes, yes, sir. So
You
one
ask
more
me very
follow-up
simple
question.
questions, I'll answer your question. Even if you ask me what is debit, I'll tell you what is debit. You ask me 100 times, I'll tell you 100 times what is debit. I'll never tell you refer the previous recording, I'll not tell you that. If you ask me a question, I'll answer to the question. I'll not give an answer, refer this, refer that. I'll not tell you that answer. I'll give you the answer. Because when I give you the answer, you feel confident, right? If I tell you refer that recording, you also know that in some other session I would have already talked. Correct or not?
Yes.
But still you asked me, you're expecting answer from me, and then I'll give you that answer. All right. Clear, right? So now I hope everybody has got at least the basic understanding about FICO, what it is and how we need to be going forward. Now from tomorrow, we will actually start understanding what is there in SAP FICO. What is this FI? What is this CO? What is actually consulting? What we do as a consultant? All these kind of points we will start discussing from tomorrow, so that considering all these points, easy for you to practically connect what it is. Else what will happen, we directly listen, which I don't want. I want you to listen and then connect it to what it is. Then only you start realizing, okay, this is what will happen, this is what I need to do. That will allow you to think conceptually, practically. Even when you research, even when you talk to someone, you feel confident. All right, fine. Then the remaining portion we will discuss in the tomorrow. As I said, from tomorrow we will talk about what exactly a consultant does in a project, and what you will be learning in SAP FICO. What is there in SAP FICO, we will start understanding from tomorrow onward. All right. So tomorrow we'll connect at the same time again, 7 p.m. IST. Good night.